Good morning, y'all. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Alexis. Thank you for stopping by and coming to spend time with me today. My chest hard. And if you're returning, welcome back, friends. So lately I've been wanting to make my son some homemade food instead of like the pre-made baby food. He's getting older. He's gonna be 1 in June. So I've been wanting to make him like my own food. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I just been waiting for him to get a little bit older just because I want to put like seasonings in the food just to give, you know, a little bit of flavor. And plus that Gerber baby food that I used to give him, I don't know, I just been getting, I don't know, just because of all this stuff going on with the shortages and everything, even though that doesn't have anything to do with formula, I just been, I don't know, getting this weird feeling about pre-made baby food. So I just was like, I'm gonna go and buy the stuff and make my own food for my son to eat and puree it myself. I know what's going in it, I know how it's gonna be, so that I feel a lot better knowing that he's going to be eating my food instead of some, you know, factory processed food. But so I'm going to be making him some chicken, carrots, and peas. I wanted to add in some spinach, but we don't have any. We got to go to the grocery store. I might boil him a potato too, but separately. But I'm still like make him some mashed potatoes, but I'm still debating on that. But I know for sure I want to make him some chicken, carrots, and peas. And then I'm going to blend it all together and puree it. And we're going to go in on some food, sis. No, but before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell so you won't miss another video. And let's get started. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil. I'm gonna be making his peas first. I'm gonna let them steam, and then about this much of butter. Y'all know I don't measure my food. I'm a season as I go type of girl. I got him the steamed fresh sweet peas so it can steam really good, and then I'm gonna add in my minced garlic, about that much, and then I'm going to add in a little bit of some chopped shallots that I had in the refrigerator. I'm just going to add a few, and then I'm going to add some once I start cooking his chicken, and some more garlic just to give it, you know, a little bit of flavor, and so that I don't have to add a lot of like salt and pepper. But I know I'm going to have to add at least a little bit, like at least a pinch of salt and pepper just to give it a little bit of flavor. But I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my nature seasoning just because it has a mixture of salt, pepper, garlic powder or garlic flavor, onion, celery seed, parsley. It has sugar in it, I guess, but I'm not going to use a bunch of it, just a little bit, just to, you know, give it a little umph. And don't mind me, y'all, I'm looking crusty this morning. I'm just trying to hurry up and get this done because I want him to eat this for lunch. So I'm just trying to hurry up and get this done. But I'm gonna let these peas steam, and then once they're done, I'm going to come back on and show you guys how I go about boiling my carrots and chicken. So I will see you in a little bit. So I have here some baby carrots and some sliced shallots. I had peeled the carrots. I just shaved all that, you know, outside skin, I guess, that's been like, you know, out and when it's been processed and all through the factories and all that. So I just like to shave that outer layer off, and then I rinse them off really good. I have the chicken right here. I'm just gonna take this out in a little bit and season it. I'm gonna take it out, rinse it, clean it, season it, and then I will put it in the pot. So the peas are just about done steaming. I'm going to put these to the side just until the chicken and the carrots get done boiling. But I like peas because they don't take that long to cook and they're good. A lot of people don't like peas. I don't know why. Y'all missing out on peas. Peas are just so good. It's a few people that I know that are like, you eat peas? Like, who eats peas? Me, I eat peas, sis. You missing out. You better join the party. So the water is starting to boil. I had added in a little bit more garlic and a little bit, or the rest of those shallots that I had cut up into this water. So I'm just letting it, you know, boil a little bit more. I'm gonna add in the nature seasoning. Just that much, not too much, because I don't want them, you know, I don't want them to have too much, you know, like salt and stuff, because he's still young, but just a little bit, just to give it a little that's all, folks. A little bit of flavor. So now I'm just going to let this come to a boil. I think I'm going to add the carrots in now because the carrots take a little bit longer to boil. And then once they come to like almost done, or like to like in the middle of being done, if that makes any sense, I'm gonna add the chicken in because the chicken is not gonna take that long to cook. But yeah. And then I cut up about 15 carrots, so that should be a good amount. It'll probably last, I think it'll last about 2 days once I puree it all together. I feel like it'll last about 2 days, but my son, he is starting to get bigger and he's starting to eat more, so I don't know. It might last 2 days. Hopefully it does, but if it doesn't, that's fine too. I'll just make them some more because it's so simple to make. Like I said, if you are a mom to a 1-year-old, a toddler, you know, around that age, I suggest you make your own food. It doesn't take much time. It's just taking me a little bit of extra time because I peeled the extra like outer layer of the carrots, and then I cut up my shallots and stuff. But you don't have to do all that and be all extra like me. You could just, you know, do your carrots, add a little salt and pepper, and let your stuff cook. But I feel like it's way healthier. It's way better. You know what's going in it. You know what your kid is gonna eat. So why not? Especially if you're a stay-at-home mom. We don't got nothing but extra time. So, well, I do. I can't speak for all stay-at-home moms, but I be having a little extra time. So I was like, why not? I could try it once, see how he does with it, and if he likes it, then hey, that's better for us. I would like to do beef too, but I'm still kind of skeptical. Y'all, I am like, I know around this age, kids are eating like what their moms eat and parents eat or whatever, but I'm not scary. I just am an extra cautious mom. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just rather, instead of chewing it up for him, I rather puree it and, you know, do it like that. But for each his own. It's a lot of people that is giving their kids all types of food. Like my cousin, for instance, I was on the phone with her yesterday. Her daughter she just turned 1 May. Don't get mad at me, Kyla. But she just turned 1 a few days ago. My cousin and her daughter Lenny, if you guys haven't seen that video, check out when I first met her, my little sweet Lenny Poo. But she just turned 1. My cousin told me that she eating crabs, soul food, everything. She eating better than me. But I don't know. I'm just like that extra cautious mom, I guess. I don't know. I always been like that. I was like that with Denali too. I just be scared like that they gonna choke, or I don't know why I'm like that, but I know within a few months of him like turning 1, like when he turns about 1.5 or something like that, I could give him, you know, food that I eat. But before he was just eating just straight vegetables and no meat, and so now I just want his body, you know, to get used to the proteins and all that. I don't know why I'm thinking like that. I know it's all good for him, but I don't know. I just want his body to get used to it first, I guess. But Y'all know I'm just so extra. But so here is the chicken that I cut up. I just took out one chicken breast from that pack of chicken that I had because I don't want to cook all of them now and then, you know, they get old or whatever within the next few days. So I just took out one piece of chicken. I let it sit in some lemon, you know, just to kill the germs. And then I just cut all the fatty pieces off, and you know, the weird looking pieces that I y'all know how I am with meat. If it don't look right, I'm cutting it off. But I just cut all those pieces off, and I just sliced them into like tenders, just because it'll be quicker, like they'll cook quicker when they're sliced. I was thinking about cutting them like into little cubes, but I was like, no, I'd rather just leave them like this. But I am going to let this sit in some more lemon just to get all that extra germs and, you know, bacteria and stuff off. I'm debating if I want to season them. I might not, just because I seasoned the water, and I don't want it, you know, to be too seasony and, you know, salty for him. So I might not, but yeah, I'm just going to let these little pieces sit in some lemon, and then I'm going to add them in once the carrots get a little bit more soft. They're still on the harder side, so I don't know why I didn't slice them or, you know, cut them in half. I just wasn't thinking. I was kind of rushing, but it's all right. We ain't got nothing but time, sis. So now that the potatoes are kind of halfway done, I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken in. I decided not to add any seasoning into the chicken. I might just add a little bit more seasoning to the water, just because I'm going to have to add a little bit more water. And yeah, and then I'm just going to let it continue to boil, and in about 20-25 minutes it should all be done, but we'll see. Y'all know my stove give me problems. Hopefully it'll be done in about 25-30 minutes. So I forgot to film the chicken boiling. I got sidetracked today and I was trying to put my kids to sleep. But this is the finished product. The chicken is nice and boiled. It's nice and soft and tender. The carrots, I was gonna say potato. The carrots are nice and soft. And then I poured just some of the leftover juice just to pour it, or, you know, have something to pour in once I put the food in the blender. But sorry about my dishwasher, it's loud. I got my blender in the dishwasher now. I forgot to add the peas, but I got some peas too. Everything's nice and soft and tender for him. So once my blender is done washing, I will put everything in and show you guys the finished product. So now I'm going to add in the vegetables and the chicken, and then I'm also gonna add in a little bit of the broth from the chicken and carrots that I boiled, just to give it, you know, some extra chickeny flavor. You can use plain water if you prefer. So that's all of the vegetables, and I'm just going to add in the rest of this broth. I'm just gonna add that in as needed while I'm blending it. So that's about all of what it mounted up to. This is about 2 cups of food. A little bit over, but we'll see how much it mounts up to once I add in the water and once I blend it all together. That little bit that I put in there does not look like enough, so I'm gonna just add a little bit more. Hopefully I don't put too much.
2 hours later.
It's still a little on the thicker side, so I'm gonna just add a little bit more. Okay, let's see. I think it's to my consistency, not this consistency that I like now. If you guys can see, it's like the perfect puree. It's like the perfect consistency that I want for him. It's not too chunky, but it's still got like little pieces of chicken that's not like a choking hazard, so I'm glad of that. Y'all, I'm about to make him a quick plate. I said a plate like he got a full 3-course meal coming, but I'm about to make his plate really quick, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So this is the consistency of the chicken, carrot, and peas. It kind of reminds me of guacamole, but yeah, it's like the perfect consistency for my son. If you want it to be thicker, less water or less broth, and then if you want it to be a little bit thinner, you could just add a little bit more as you go. But I thank you guys so much for stopping by and spending time with me today, watching me make this nice little quick, easy meal for my baby. Like I said, if you could want to try it out for yourself, give it a shot. It's nice, quick, easy. It's not that quick if you're me, but if you don't do all the extra seasonings and all of that, it won't be too long of a time for cooking. But I thank you guys so much for stopping by and coming to spend time with me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe before you go, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.